Miklos Fodor speaking about the practical usage of the Rapid Repeated Restructuring Paradigm. And especially this presentation is very much linked to previous presentation, the beginner's introduction into Rapid Repeated Restructuring Paradigm, which I would like to show just very shortly. I was presenting what is a conflict. The conflict is when there are two different aspects of the same entity or the same phenomena or object. Here we see that the solution, in order to solve this conflict, you have to take these perspectives or models of the object into smaller parts, for this square into smaller squares, trying to combine them, and when you're successfully combining them, then here's a solution that the square and the circle makes a cylinder. Here we see the two perspectives of the same object. So here is the same object. From here is viewed as a circle, from here is viewed as a square. The message of the whole presentation was that there is a indicator describing how good a system is, and that changes. This indicator is changing during the problem solving process. First is decreasing while you are splitting into parts and analyzing the details of the two perspectives, because while you are analyzing the two perspectives, you cannot use neither one. When you have the solution, then your indicator is increasing as you gain control on the object. What was previously the problem. As a final step, the communication constraint, which means that the solution has to be shared within your team, with your good friends, meaning to teach them to use the new solution, and that they shouldn't face the same problem as you do. If you're interested, just please watch the other presentation. This presentation is dedicated to understand why I'm talking about systems and not human beings, and why I'm talking about living systems in general, and not cognitive schema or neurons or groups. The interesting in this paradigm is that all living systems, from the cells up to the societies, everything what is moving and living and dying and created is based on the same principles, and the principle presented very shortly earlier, and in other presentation more in the details, you can find them in different levels of this nested hierarchy of living systems. So first, the most obvious system where I would like to present the usage of this paradigm is the person. What is the person built of, or person's mind is the cognitive schemata. These cognitive schemata are the very basic building bricks of our cognition, of our thinking. So all the knowledge what we have is cognitive schema. The thing that changes in this pattern, as I showed here, is our self. The size of our self. So when the indicator is increasing, that we can call self-expansion, or with other words, happiness, because we have control over our environment. We don't feel that there are problems in our environment. That's why we are feeling happy. The minute that we see something problematic in our environment, that leads to self-narrowing and makes us anxious. The next aspect is that why this whole process cannot be seen, or is not too visible, is because the communication is within our mind. So it happens between neurons, or more precisely between these cognitive schemata. You might remember that there was this communication constraint. Who I'm telling the new solution is people in your group, as was presented earlier. So a very everyday example is, what should I do on a Saturday night? Should I go to the cinema with my partner, or should I go with my partner and meet my friends that I didn't see for a long time? So these are two different cognitive schema: going to cinema, meeting friends, and these are in conflict. And I'm investigating the details which is more advantageous for me, the very new film in the cinema, or the very rarely seen friends, and investigating the details and so on, until I find the integrated solution of going together with our friends to the cinema and then having a dinner. So very childish example, but hopefully showing how cognitive schemas and can be integrated, and what makes us happy when you find a solution that yes, we can go together to the cinema, and before we are anxious because we are confused with which solution to choose. The next possibility to use the rapid repeated restructuring paradigm is the case of a couple. Two people form a couple, and these two people are living systems. So that can be also a system to be investigated. It's obvious that the subsystems are the two persons and their schemas. The indicator of this couple level system is how well they operate as a couple. Are they happy together? Are they in harmony? Are they attracting themselves? There can be many ways of having their indicator increased, but it's an example of the marriage, when it also shows to everybody that in the society that they have formed a new level system. The indicator decreases the danger of being divorced, or the danger of being broken up. It's obvious that the two people can do more than one. Two people together can do more than two people separated. So a separation is decreasing their indicator level, and the communication is in between the people. So it's the most obvious type of communication. And when the marriage is happening, then it's in front of many people, and especially those people that are important for the two married people. It's very rare to have a marriage just to the couple. Neither the priest nor people or friends around, just two people, they decide that they are married. It's this is why, or this is also a reason why people have to be around, that the solution that they became a couple should be spread. How this couple is working, or what is the advantages of being a couple, that a woman and a man, they can see different aspects. So a woman has a different worldview of a man, also a more masculine worldview, and neither of these worldviews or perspectives is perfect, but combining, they can be more adaptive, so they are helping each other, and they can commonly solve problems, for example raising kids. And altruism is when they are helping each other in their everyday life. The third level of systems is group, even if the couple is also a group, but more formal groups I mean here. The subsystems, of course, are the group members. We all know that there are groups they are better, and other groups they are less. They are less stronger, so they are weaker. And this is called in psychology group cohesion. If everybody feels the part of his team, all the team members are attached to the group, they deliver a better performance. They usually have common aims, and if this appears, that's an indicator increase. If each team member has its own goals, that's the divergence, disagreement, that decreases the indicator. And of course the communication is in between people. When a group, just imagine pop group, singers or artists or circus or scientific teams, when they find solutions on different problems, they are spreading these solutions for the whole society. The examples can be the gossips that are decreasing the indicator. The group dynamics is the thing that I am calling restructuring. So when people within the groups are attached to each other, or they are changing their links to each other. And other notions that can be mentioned here is the morale. Very important that soldiers, so when they feel responsible for themselves, they perform much better. The fourth system type is companies. We can use the Rapid Repeated Restructuring Paradigm also for companies, where the subsystems are very obvious, also departments, divisions, or the employees as such. And here it's a link to business or economics, that the indicator can be rather well formalized. It's the company value, or if it's a listed stock exchange listed company, the share price. Of course, this is not identical, but it's a good approximation. The indicator increase, of course, that's when the share price increase, and vice versa. Just imagine, if I remember well, Pfizer was the company that owns the Viagra medicines licenses. So when they have created a solution that means Viagra, the blue pill, then their share price has increased a lot because they could control a disease, masculine disease, the impotency, because they could control this environment. So the Pfizer's indicator has increased, their share price has increased because they have a new solution, and this solution is spread to customers, all those people who are buying Viagra, and the investors who are owning the company, and the communications obviously interpersonal. Another example can be the M&A, the mergers and acquisitions, when two companies are competing on the same market. One is delivering a faster services, the other the higher quality services. Then they are merging. Then the customers will be here. The customers will be happier as they get faster and higher quality services. Okay. Next topic is much higher level living systems, the society, nation, and culture. We can see that also these have subsystems, the ethnic groups or the subcultures, religions. The indicator is not that very well defined. The Human Development Index I could find as a good indicator of how well a system or a society, a country is performing, or the GDP is more economics based indicator of a country's adaptation level, or in general we can say the quality of life. If a country, for example, due to a good governmental decision, introduces good changes in the society, the quality of life, or the Human Development Index will increase, and that's a success. When a nation splits into two parts and they have two different aspects about the same issue, then they even can start. First they are rioting, then they can start a civil war, but it's definitely a decrease in the nation's indicator, because the nation as such will not deliver so much output as they are focusing on their internal problems. Communication is here, it's not interpersonal as we used to see in the different previous cases, but it's the media, and that's very important. That's why it's very important to have free speech, or right for free speech, because without communication we have seen that it's not possible to solve problems. The solutions are spread worldwide, so to least developed countries, to other countries within alliances. I'm afraid our time is up, so there is one more topic, that really the top level, the system word. You can see here the different topics. Thank you very much for your attention, and please check the other video presentations also related to Rapid Repeated Restructuring Paradigm. Thank you.